I am wondering if the FBI, who was tracking him and trailing him, because we found out, because this is too odd with the 2 pullovers in Indiana. Way too odd. With 2 pullovers back to back within minutes of each other. That to me is impossible not to have a reason for that. Is that not true? Like, why would they be pulled over 2 times if that's not the case? What do you think? Literally, what do you think? Do you think with those 2 pullovers, there was something to do with it? The FBI might have said something? According to Fox News, FBI directed Indiana police to pull over Bryan Kohberger to look for any images of his hand. I find that pretty interesting. Do you think that's true? Do you think that's true? That's what Fox News is sharing, that the FBI instructed it. My gosh, if he was pulled over 2 times, 9 minutes apart, I'm gonna say that sounds very... They wanted the surveillance team, requested them to be pulled over. That has to have some credibility behind it. They were seeking video images of Kohberger as well as his hands. That's big news right there. FBI requested that Indiana State Police pull him over for that reason. That's mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Not surprising so much, though, when you really stop and think about it, because if they were on his trail, they wanted to catch up to him. They wanted to see. So body cam, obviously, one guy might not have done his job very well, and that's why they did it the second time. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. What happened that he would have to be pulled over again? What do you think? That definitely seems plausible. You see, law enforcement source, they said that investigators were still building their case on December 15th to make an arrest. But they added that genealogy played a major role in catching him. But then they wanted to get a picture of his face? That's a little interesting. Is it not a fair statement? I would think that's a pretty interesting thing, really, right?
Good. Take a look at your driver's license real quick, if I could.
Soon as he gets there, he says, take a look at your driver's license, if I can. Like, that right there says, I need to take a look at what driver's license I'm looking at. But now we find out that the FBI, their surveillance team, tracked the quadruple suspect and his father on a cross-country road trip? When did they get the DNA to match it? Well, looks like they might have gotten it through family. Interesting. So now we find out that the FBI directed the Indiana police to pull over Bryan Kohberger. Wow. But not surprising, because they have been on to this guy now. That makes me think they had his name in the system before December 15th. Remember, I've said it multiple times, but I've said it all along. They just said we haven't named any suspects. They didn't say we don't have suspects. We haven't named a suspect. I think I learned even more on why they have to be so hush-hush about a person of interest, about a suspect. Because that makes them do something if they're like, oh, we got a suspect. We know who did it. We're on his trail.